country of Argentina and its capital city, Buenos Aires. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Caps of Buenos Aires. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
First down and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Now 2nd and 3. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now Cunningham. Got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. A big play there. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Cunningham looking to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Allen. It's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start with a run by Mitchell, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's Cunningham. He'll get that one complete to Conner. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Cunningham. And he gets this to Thornton. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tyquan Thornton, the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he will admit there's definitely room to improve.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Cunningham to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Kaiir Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That good for 19 and a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Bills first down.
Now Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they go around trying to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they go out, look at a couple of shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. Brings up third down.
Now Cunningham. And caught it up. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On second down, here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Denzel Mims, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Mitchell now off the option. Fights him off. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Cunningham. He finds his man, complete. That's counter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Here's the option. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Cavs have cut it back within a score. Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live for taking it right down Broadway. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. From midfield, here's Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. That is caught by Mims. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's 2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Denzel Mims in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A final shot before break. Cunningham flushed out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Grab him up. Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Cook up the gut. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. And Cook has it left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First down, Bills.
Here's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a second and 1 forthcoming. Allen going to audible to a different look. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now they'll shift things around. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to tough.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We're backed up here, a tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Cunningham. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Cunningham looking to throw. He's got a man complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
That's good for A. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go, Reed, go! Warrior 17!
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Got his man, it's Thornton. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. Now a first down throw, Cunningham. That complete to Downs. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Here's Cunningham. Completes this one to Thornton. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Cunningham. He's got it. Touchdown. Josh Downs from 8 yards out. And the Caps get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out of this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Buffalo.
Give to Cook out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A tackle made by Thomas Booker.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
78 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now Allen going to change it up. Here's Cook again. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Smoke Monday. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. A partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
An option give now to Mitchell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 19-yard line.
On second down, here's Cunningham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Bass on for the extra point.
Tyler Bass for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
44. Caps 13. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel.